We're embarking on a voyage all through time and all through space.
Counting Daleks, Talon, Ood, and the Cybertronic race.
Sontarans look like taters and Silurians all have wonky scales.
And the Doctor has a TARDIS, we're reviewing all his tales. Who back when? Reviewing all of who there is. Who back when?
Subscribe and rate on iTunes, please.
Episode by episode, we're trudging down this temporal road. Come join us on this odyssey. What other choice could there be than Who back when?
Who back when?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Podcast Land, and welcome to a very special bonus episode of Who Back When, a Doctor Who podcast.
Or Doc Fast.
That's right.
You do it!
Of course no one wants
we
to
don't
do it.
That's guilt Doc Fast. That's guilt Doc Fast is what that is.
We are assembled today to record our 200th episode.
Can't express to you how many man hours that is.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Mostly you.
It has been, we have aged over this podcast.
What do you think the average, so what, 8 hours an episode?
Yeah, worst case, it's been like 8 hours.
This is about our 8th man hour trying to figure out how many man hours we've spent
on this one. Okay, well, hang on. Let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, also woman hour.
Well done. You
Yeah.
saved us there. Nice one.
Otherwise, we'd be fucked. Yeah.
I am Ponkin. Next to me, we have...
Oh, hello, Jack.
Excellent branding. Next to him, we have...
Nicolele.
And...
Marie.
Hello!
Hi.
And if this is your first encounter with Who Back When as a podcast, it's going to get confusing. Probably listen to a different episode first. But we have a few things that we want to do today because it is a very special occasion. It is our 200th episode. We did something similar for our 100th episode as well. We met up and we filmed and we had a nice jolly, and we heard from people in podcast land, which we're going to be doing today as well.
Very excited. I mean, I stuck a sneak peek, but I haven't seen them all in their entirety, so I'm very glad to see them all.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything.
You haven't seen nothing.
I'm very excited.
You ain't seen nothing.
You say nothing.
Wait till you get that tangible evidence that not only are their ears listening to you, there are eyes watching you.
Yeah.
It'll give you a tingle.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most sinister way we could do this.
The first talking point today is something that actually, it was raised by one of our listeners in the first instance, by Thomas Meehan. Hello, Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
Thomas.
Who wrote, "Hello, could you do an extra episode discussing what you'd like to see in Series 11? Storylines, villains, etc. Sincerely, Thomas." Hello, Thomas. So, predictions for the 13th Doctor and her
Hang on.
season.
What you'd like to see and predictions are very different.
No, very true. Okay, so what would you like to see? Marie, start us off.
I don't know. I know what I don't want to see, though, because I'm really worried, because Bradley Cooper is like a...
I think you mean Bradley Walsh.
Well, Bradley Walsh! Sorry.
Bradley Cooper's in it.
Bradley Walsh! Could have it.
Like to see Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Walsh is
Or Bradley Wiggins.
like
Any
a
Bradley
game
will do.
show
They're all the
host.
same.
I'm really worried that it's just going to be really like slapstick and too comedy. And remember the last time a comedian became a companion?
You think he's going to be the male Donna Noble?
I do.
I can't wait for Bradley Walsh.
I'm really worried.
Do you know him from anything other than The Chase?
Like, he's always been around. I know it of him, but I don't know why.
Doesn't he have some Doctor Who pedigree?
Does he?
Oh, I don't think so. I was going to say, isn't he like a legendary soap actor or something?
Maybe.
Wow,
I think you're thinking of Shane Ritchie.
Wait, who?
Shane Ritchie is a sort of C-list, sort of bubbling along on the periphery of telly. I think that may be who you're thinking
Did the
of.
Daz adverts.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are we talking about Shane Ritchie?
Is it someone else who's associated with Doctor Who?
Because nobody knows what
Next
Bradley
series?
Walsh has been in.
but to help them guide them through the life and career
with a completely unrelated guy.
Who you probably have never heard of either.
and will be in no way affiliated with Doctor Who.
You did say listen to another one first, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then we're clear.
Okay, what do you think is going to happen?
I think there'll be Daleks. I think Daleks will be heavy in this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that they've been rested for a long time. I think now this is going to be a Dalek arc.
Okay, how do you think the 13th Doctor is going to differ from prior incarnations? As in, like, personality-wise? Is this going to be a very wibbly-wobbly, Matt Smithy Doctor? Or is this going to be a stern Doctor? Is this, what are we talking here?
I think she can't be too stern because we've just had a really stern doctor. So
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe
A gruff, dour doctor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just hope she has a really strong personality, because you could say, she's the new female doctor, we need to please everyone, let's make her as bland as possible, and thereby please no one. So
I don't think that's going to happen.
yeah, give her a character. We'll just take any character, as long as it... Oh, I will, anyway.
I've forgotten the trailers. Is she keeping the regional accent?
I think so.
Wait.
I think she's going to say, hello, I'm the doctor.
Oh, please no.
Ban kid.
That's also what I'm a bit worried about, because and now for you people listening might think that I sound a lot like her, but it's a different accent. I
Yeah,
promise
South
you.
Yorkshire, not
It's
East Yorkshire.
completely
Very
South
different.
Yorkshire and East
Completely
Yorkshire,
different.
miles apart, and it's a really annoying. East Yorkshire's a really
You say
annoying
miles apart. It's
accent.
literally like 5-6 miles apart.
Can you do the East Yorkshire accent then?
No, well, I can barely do the South Yorkshire one. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I think if she gets to keep the regional accent, I think that'll help. Because I think that the succession of like Scottish to something else than basically not Southern English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
You had your time, and me, I've had my time. How do you think she'll differ?
I think she's going to be I think maybe early tenant, as opposed to really depressed late tenant.
Fun, vivacious Whittaker, then.
Not emo.
Not emo tenant, exactly. I think we'll. I mean, I can only compare this doctor to prior doctors. So that's the spectrum that I'm using. So I'm thinking early tenant / a little bit of like wobbliness, just a little bit of wobbliness.
So a bit of Matt Smith.
Yeah, basically. Or maybe some Tom Bakery.
What if she is just a Tom Baker impression in,
Like a straight up impression.
Yeah.
She shows up with a scarf.
Doesn't she have a scarf?
Does she have a scarf?
On her great big coat? Isn't there a big dangly scarf?
Oh.
She's got a stripy top.
Yeah, there's that. There's the...
Oh, is that what I'm remembering?
I don't know.
Actually, that's good.
Yeah,
that looked really
it's
good.
very retro kind of costume, isn't it?
It is.
I like
Yeah, it was
that,
fresh.
yeah.
I remember looking there thinking that was a good outfit.
Or recent controversy, new logo, new emblem for Doctor Who. Who?
Don't care.
Okay.
Just putting it out there.
Didn't fucking notice.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
A Doctor Who podcast.
Or Docpast.
Okay, I'm going to show it to you now.
So going baddie. So I'm putting my hat in the
Over
ring
there.
with Daleks.
Yeah.
Kid Cybermen.
They always bring out like the classics for
the
whenever
new-
you get a new Doctor.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You always have a Dalek
There you go.
episode. You always have a Cyberman.
Okay, there's flying red blood cells everywhere.
That's cool. Actually, do you know what? No. It looks a little bit like the typography for Game of Thrones. Just sat here.
Oh.
Looks to me like the typography for Merlin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
more
probably the
so.
same. Yeah.
We're on to you, BBC.
You've got one designer.
One font for everything. Yeah, go for
Hey,
it.
you got to
Okay.
pay for that shit.
If there is a non-resurrected classic foe that you'd like to see, who would it be? Mine would be the Crinoids.
Crinoids are good.
Or the green version. No, the red version.
The red version.
The red
yeah,
version.
that's the Crinoids. Wait, no, that's the... Oh, shit. Which ones are which?
I don't know.
Crinoids are the green ones. They're the
Okay.
plant ones, sure.
Yeah, and then the red ones with
Are the cherub people. What are they called? Do you
Oh,
remember?
shit, yes.
The Axos.
Axos.
Bingo.
Claws of the claws of Axos. I would definitely see the claws of Axos, man. Those wigs were fresh.
BBC, if you're listening, I could do without the claws of Axos.
Zarby, 100%.
Oh, no, thank you.
Zarby.
Kind of want to see the Crotons.
The croutons.
The Croutons.
The Mockapots.
Yes, the Mockapots. I kind of want to see the Mockapots.
I could see more great intelligence. I mean, I know they've been
But
back
we've had them
already,
in-
but
we've had them in New Who.
I could see more great intelligence.
Okay. Yeti?
Yes.
Yeti. Bring back the Yeti.
Yeti. There you go. Well, and great intelligence.
Yeah, you're right.
I got a question. Is the Master going to come back at all?
And
Oh.
if so, as Missy or an entirely separate incarnation.
Well, it's got to be, hasn't it? We saw both of them
Of
dying.
course.
Didn't we?
Will it be a man?
Well, they kind of...
Will it be
they're not going to discount the master forever. There's too much, like, there's mileage in that character, surely.
Maybe we've had that mileage.
I'm shooting for a transgender master. I feel like that'd be good. Anyone? No?
Fine.
Just me? Okay. Fuck it. Well, whilst we're going for, 44.
Representation.
Yeah.
How are you going to explain that, though, in an elegant way when someone arrives on the screen and they're like, well, yes, but actually it's very involved and it's to do with my identity and everything. It's not, there's a man and there's a woman and children can, for the most part, recognize them. You have to explain.
Well, it would be something like, how did you feel regenerating into whichever actor is playing the master? And like, I didn't regenerate into this.
Maybe the only way the master can survive is for John Sim and Missy to combine together into a genderless hybrid.
I feel like that is a absolute fucking nightmare for the PR team.
Also a minefield for us.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's fucking not.
Let's not.
Well, are we not presaging then what the BBC would have to deal with if they went down your route?
If I knew what presage meant, then yes.
Okay, so next on the menu is let's get who back when centric. Which were your favorite moments or favorite episodes to review? Favorite moments of the podcast or favorite episodes of Doctor Who to review?
Okay. Sorry. I'm just stuck.
Go for it, jump in.
Enemy of the World. But specifically, when we both started to talk or found out there was like this other fucking subplot, which was amazing. So usually, if there are complicated subplots in Classic or Doctor Who generally, it's in muddles and it's complicated and hard to follow and just shit. But this was,
we got a great serial, and then inside it was a great serial. Totally unexpected.
We're Tran's playing the two. He's the Doctor and the antagonist, the Scaramanga.
That's one of my favorite moments when we both at the same time go, let's just call him Scaramanga.
And so he's like enemy. He's like controlling the world, and he's got this machine that makes earthquakes and volcanoes or some shit. And it turns out when he goes into the volcanoes, there's another group of people that he is also the Messiah for. And he's dual messiahs.
He's tricked them into believing that it's been like the apocalypse has happened, and he's just sort of feeding them loaves of bread. It's like an underground type situation. And
Blast from the Past. That's the Brendan Fraser movie.
Oh, yeah. That's like the 7th reference to Brendan Fraser on Who Back When.
I'd like to think we get some royalty check.
For every... Brendan Fraser owes us royalties, yeah. His agent. Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that was my favourite.
I like the ones where we got super tipsy. They were fun.
What was the one where you got absolutely battered recently?
Oh.
Not Vincent.
It was
Vincent.
Was it Vincent?
Oh. That's on spoilers on my list of least favourite moments.
I like it when you get unintelligible. The one previous to that, the worst one was Girl in the Fireplace.
No, that was fine.
Yeah, we had to re-record that one.
But for other reasons, I think.
Yeah,
we tried the freeform thing, it didn't work. I think you're thinking of Satan Pits.
You're right.
Got off my feet.
By the end of it, shit did not make any sense.
I apologise.
Definitely listen to that one.
Or not, I mean.
How about you, Drew?
I look back on Partners in Crime with great fondness.
Oh, yeah.
That was the start of my concerted campaign to get Leon to love Donna Noble.
And you won. You won.
Yeah, essentially.
You won. There was a moment on one of which episode was it where you were like, okay, she is
Yeah,
good.
she's okay. Yeah, she's all right.
That's a fucking win.
But it's not like, oh, you know what? Could have done with another season of Donna Noble. No.
What if they brought her back?
That's not the previous character that I want to see brought back for season 11. No. Okay. I listened to a little bit of that episode today, actually, because I was looking for a quote of yours or like a little session of ours, because for a potential T-shirt in the future.
Because you've got loads of Nick quotes, and now you're scrabbling through the bottom of the barrel trying to find one.
It was
one piece of Drew merch. For fuck's sake, it's been 50 hours already.
How about yours?
I wrote down mine.
Of course you did.
Because I couldn't pick a single favorite one. So
because one day we'll submit this to an archive, and this will be your fucking correspondence, epistemological novel.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think we've been doing for 4 years?
I have no idea.
The Leon Special Collection at the University of the West of England or something.
Okay, so here are...
Yui was the one you picked.
Yeah. They need a special collection, man. They are shopping for it.
Poor old Bristol.
So here are, classic Who favourites, as in classic Who review favourites. The Daemons, Chap with Wings, 3 rounds rapid.
Yeah, it was an amazing episode.
Inferno, Disco Werewolves.
Disco Werewolves, also great.
And The Curse of Peladon of why would the EU or UN grant entry to a civilization that practices trial by combat.
Yeah, we did talk about that extensively.
Like those are the individual conversations of those reviews. They put them those episodes on my favorite list for New Who.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
You can see my face, or the blood slowly draining.
Who just shot me a look? He's like, oh, where are we?
And this being video, all of you saw that.
For New Who, I've got Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead, that duo. And then The Beast Below, because The Beast Below it's possibly one of my favorite, most re-listened to episodes of late. I love that one. Also, super tipsy one. That's the one where we had an extra tipsy blooper reel for that one recording alone.
Was that The Beast Below?
Yeah.
That was the one I was thinking of. I couldn't even remember which episode it was. I just knew someone bought us a bottle of something.
You brought
a Toad or something.
No,
Michael Ridgway.
And the
yes. Zesty orange brandy.
Zesty orange brandy.
Yeah.
Love you, Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
Eternally grateful. That was wonderful.
Yeah, that was absolutely delicious. But I feel like that was also the one where you brought back the crazy liqueur from one of your journeys, one of your trips.
No, that was the recent trip.
Oh, that was Vincent.
That was Vincent.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't remember. I didn't remember the latter third of that recording. When I went back to edit it, it was like, we had this conversation. And I have to apologize because I kept interrupting you constantly. I was so embarrassed. Oh.
All right, I have a question that I know is off script. But what do you think of our constant contributors or our regular contributors? What do you think they drink when we're?
I want to know. Right in.
I want to know.
Well, we can have a little guessing game and see how right we are. So Kyle, I think he's definitely just
Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I reckon beer. But I think he's a connoisseur as well. I think it's or at the very least, he has a very particular brands.
microbrew.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that. Trenton. Definite. In my head, it says creme de menthe.
Maybe.
Right.
What? Just like he's just licking the top of a mint cake.
Yeah, absolutely. Tracy.
Well, Tracy's listening with her daughter, so she'll be drinking on bongo.
Oh yeah. On bongo is a super lovely, incredibly racist drink.
That's not why I picked it. But they do drink it in the Congo.
No, they don't.
So I'm told.
Do you know what this is?
Allegedly.
Bongo. They drink it in the Congo.
Yeah.
The monkey has a...
Yeah, the lion drink the passion fruit, the marmoset the mango, and so on.
I have no idea what this is.
Anyway.
For the record,
having said that, vodka and bongo is a real drink.
Nice. How about Kiora? That's the going around?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
While we're on the subject of racist drinks.
Yeah, that's the other racist drink.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait, what's racist about Kiora?
They had the blackbirds. They're like super racist blackbirds.
Like way more racist than Dumbo ever got.
Oh,
way more racist.
That is fairly racist.
This is a different podcast now.
Yeah. We have other listeners also.
I don't know what Michael drinks because he's in a civil service compound in Pakistan. So I don't know what the rules are there.
Clearly orange brandy.
Orange,
yeah.
exactly. Zesty orange brandy.
There's like 3 taps at the compound. It's cold, it's hot, there's zesty orange brandy. What was the episode where you did the impression of that actor?
Churchill.
No, the other one. It's the Master episode with the like...
Oh, when he's eating.
Japanese bug woman.
Utopia. The Chanto.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was
Was I
the
doing
actor's
her?
name?
The greatest actor who ever lived.
Patrick Swayze.
Second greatest actor.
Derek Jacobi.
Deep cut.
Derek Jacobi.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of my highlights. You doing the Derek Jacobi like cut-in was genius.
I agree. On that note, also guest appearance by Winston Churchill and just a Who Back Winning minute.
That was
with a
hilarious.
Spectacular, just impeccable Nicholas Parsons.
Yeah, it was.
I was listening to that on my little Google Home whilst I was cooking because I was not able to be there for the recording, and I was screaming at the little joy, just like, that's a fucking repetition. Oh my god! Like,
Will no one challenge Marie?
absolutely.
She was just trying to make up for hours and hours of Leon constantly interrupting.
I apologise. I really apologise. Yeah.
It's fine.
I would also like to apologise for all the times when a fan has said something and I said, Leon said that, and it's actually you who said that. For some reason, I just attribute it to him.
Oh.
Because it's in his notes.
Because, well,
It's in my notes.
you quite often repeat things back to me, so then it sounds like it's his
Yeah, once
idea.
he's mansplained it, then I can get my head around it.
Yeah. Then you can remember it.
Yeah. Then you can remember it.
Oh my days.
I've already mentioned my least favourite moment, the Vincent and the Doctor amnesia and the shame. Again, I'm sorry. Anything else? Any Who Back When regrets?
I slightly regret, and this is not actually a Who Back When moment, although it was in the same vein, of us watching the TV movie and then not recording.
I'm not recording it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get there.
That never dawned on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super regretful because
It's really
we had
unlike you. We record everything.
we just watched it and then nothing came of it.
We had dinner.
We did.
I believe we had lamb.
We absolutely did. We had dinner, we watched a movie, and then never talking about it again. But anyway, I'm sad about it because we had a really good time ripping the shit out of that movie.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Exclusively.
I'm sorry, I can't help but notice that your glass is rather empty. Would you like a top-up?
I could have a top up.
This episode of Who Back When is brought to you by Harvey's Bristol Cream.
Why are they leaving? I'm just going to keep talking and be really interesting when no one can interrupt me. My least favourite bits are when... It is recording! When you guys do an episode and I can't make it, and then I listen to it back, and then I scream at the thing, and I'm like, why haven't you mentioned this? What are you talking about?
I'll tell you why, because you weren't there.
You're always really, really super positive when I'm not there. It's like, this is the best episode ever. They need me to bring them down.
Happy 200.
Way!
Cheers all.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Hope you can cut this in a fancy way. Pink.
Okay, the next segment is listener contributed.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm going to get a little verklempt because if we go back to the very first episode that you featured on, which was Blink.
Blink, of course.
Oh, it was Blink!
Definitely.
He looked at me like, help me, Nicole. Help me.
What was it?
I was demonstrating with my eyes what the episode was called. Did you not get that?
Far too subtle. You've been doing that your whole life. How are we supposed to tell?
All live she's been referencing this podcast.
Well, for our review of Blink,
Yeah.
one of our listeners, Kyle Rath,
Hey,
the
Kyle.
sinister super spy himself, sent us a video of himself and a script. And the idea, you know that very famous scene, the
Easter
DVD
egg.
extra Easter egg scene in Blink. It was a take on that. We recorded our Blink review, like 2 years ago? We finally did it, Kyle. We finally did it.
I cannot wait to watch it.
So, so here it is. Thank you so much for sending this in. Really sorry for taking 2 years and a chunk of time to get to this. But yeah, voila, take it away. Blink by Kyle Rath. Okay, so next up we have a pre-recorded message? What? A pre-recorded message from our Canadian friend Kyle Rath, the Sinister Super Spy.
And it says it must be played now. It's weirdly specific.
Okay, yeah, there he is.
Who's Kyle?
He's Kyle.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, that was scary.
No, it sounds like he's replying, but he always says that.
Yes, I do.
And that?
Yep, and this.
He can hear us. Oh my god, you can really hear us.
Of course he can't hear us. Look, I've got a transcript. See, everything he says, yup, that's me, yes I do, yup and this. Next it's...
Are you going to read out the whole thing?
Sorry.
Who are you?
I'm a contributor, or I was. I'm stuck in Eastern Standard Time.
We're stuck. In all space and time. He promised me. Anyways, I've got a game to play. I tried to support him.
Sam?
Sorry.
I've seen this bit before.
Quite possibly.
Eastern Standard Time. That's where you're talking from.
Right so.
But you're replying to me. You can't know exactly what I'm going to say 4 hours before I say it.
5, actually. Daylight savings.
How? How is this possible? Tell me.
Not so fast.
You see, people don't understand time zones. It's not what you think it is.
Then what is it?
Complicated.
Tell me!
Very complicated.
I'm clever and I'm listening, and don't patronize me because people have tuned in and I'm not having it. Tell me.
Well, you see, people assume that time zones are a strict progression of hourly increments. But actually, from a nonlinear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like the Earth is wrapped in a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
It seems like that sentence got away from you.
Yeah, it got away from me, yeah.
Next thing you're going to say is, well, I can hear you.
Well, I can hear you.
This isn't possible.
No, it's brilliant.
Well, not hear you exactly, but know everything you're going to say.
That gives me the shivers.
How can you know what I'm going to say?
We'll just look beside you.
He means you. What are you doing?
I'm writing in your bits. That way I've got a complete transcript of the whole conversation. Wait until this hits the net. It will explode the egg forums.
Yeah, I've got a copy of the transcript finished on my smartphone.
How can you have a copy of the finished transcript? It's still being written.
Well, I told you, I'm a contributor. I'm that good at writing.
Okay, let me get my head around this. You're reading aloud from a transcript of a conversation you're still having.
Yeah, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey.
I don't understand that.
Well, listen, what matters is that we can communicate. And there are questions to be asked. And the answers are in the phone box.
The answers are in the phone box. That's my favorite. I should get that on the t-shirt.
What do you mean answer? You mean those wordy things you sent in?
Gateways to another world.
But they're just words.
Well, only when you read them.
What does that mean?
The Lonely Galleons, they used to be called. No one quite knows where they came from. But they're as old as the universe. Or very nearly. And they've survived this long because they have the most perfect defense system ever evolved. You see, they're user-oriented. They don't exist when they're not being used, and the moment they are read by any living creature, they leap to life. No choice, it's a fact of their biology. Inside of any living thing, they literally turn into magic. And you can't ignore magic. Now, of course, magic doesn't actually exist. But then you turn your head away, and then you blink. And oh yes, it can.
So, don't take your eyes off it. Copy.
Well, that's why I use so many. You see, they're designed to be used. They can't bear just hanging out with each other. I mean, imagine living in a dictionary. Boring as hell, if you ask me. And their greatest asset is also their greatest curse. They can never be unread. Loneliest creatures in the universe. And I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But it's up to you now.
What am I supposed to do?
The blue box. It's my inspiration. There's a world of magic in there that could carry on forever, but the damage that they could do could switch off the sun. You've got to look inside.
How? How?
And that's him, I'm afraid. No more from you from the transcript. It's the last I've got. Now, I don't know why you've stopped talking, but I can assume they're coming. The answers are coming to you. But listen, your life could depend on this. Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. They're fast, faster than you think. Don't turn your head, don't look away, and don't blink. Good luck.
Bing Bong, Future Pumpkin here with just a couple of things before we move on to the next segment. First off, I really want to say thank you so much to all of you lovely fellow citizens of Podcast Land. This show would be nothing without you, and I'm so pleased that over the past 200 episodes, we've had the opportunity to talk to and talk with and befriend such just lovely people. Maybe this is a Doctor Who thing, maybe it's a fandom thing in general, but it seems as though Doctor Who perhaps in particular is like a magnet for really decent people. Like, I imagine there are probably quite few Whovian douchebags. So thank you so much for making this podcast what it is and for being such a wonderful audience. On to the next segment. We did something similar to what's coming up 100 episodes ago for our 100th episode Extravaganza. I basically put together a little questionnaire and I sent it out to a few people in podcast land. I did the same thing this time around, but at very short notice, so I want to say, like, I'm extra grateful for people having responded and having sent in some video footage and answering some questions and saying hi. And you know what? If you didn't get around to this, if you're watching this video and you didn't get around or you didn't feel like sending anything in, that's fine too. Thank you for watching this video. And one last thing, because I feel like I need to contextualize this. The first and the last clip that you're about to see comes from one of our regular mini review contributors, and in fact one of the correspondents on the Who Back When blog, Trenton Bless, who, similar to 100 episodes ago, designed this freaking awesome Doctor Who intro title sequence, but for Who Back When, so thank you very much, Trenton. But in addition to that, he also shot a very cinematic intro and outro, and I couldn't well chop that up, so here it is, intro and outro by Trenton, and in between some of the most wonderful Whovian goodness from a bunch of really spiffing citizens of podcast land. Bing bong.
What? You're expecting someone else? Welcome to my TARDIS. First of all, I want to be the first to congratulate you guys on 200 episodes. Yay!
Oh, hey, what's up, Who Back When? Sinister Super Spy here.
Hello, Ponken and friends. This is Eki from Germany, aka Taunide.
Hanging out in my own TARDIS. I didn't build it. It's a blanket, but it works.
Secret undercover Tracy from America's Daughter.
Oh, hey guys! Shoutouts to everybody. Let's do Pumpkin. Hey, Drew. What's up?
Happy birthday, Who Back When? Thank you so much for making such a wonderful podcast. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Marie. Hey, I am so glad you're on the show. So glad. It's awesome. Nick. Like ukulele, but nothing like a ukulele. I have one in the other room, so I know.
All my best wishes to Who Back When, to the entire team.
Jim, Rory, JD has been forever, but that was really fun listening to JD talk about stuff. Flapjack. Oh my god, I miss those guys.
So, 200 episodes. It's pretty epic.
Since the Doctor Who podcast went away, I was looking for a replacement, a decent replacement for this wonderful podcast, and I finally found it with you. And while I first struggled a bit with your speed, I, in the end, got used to it. Actually, I quite like it. First, what's your favorite Doctor?
Bear in mind, I'm only working off of knowing Doctor 3, Doctor 1, Doctor 2, 11, 12, 10, and 9. And of course, it's 10.
It's David Tennant, and Ponken, you have to be strong right now, only with Donna together.
Matt Smith. Okay. He's funny and goofy, and I just love him, and he's all over the place.
That would have to be the 7th Doctor. I would give my life for him.
Obviously, obvious to me, I really love Tennant. Oh my god, he's really freaking cute. And I can prove it to you because there's not just one book like this for him, but actually, there's 2.
If I have to choose Classic Who or New Who, basically it's Classic Who because I haven't seen much of it, and it's always good to see new stuff.
New Who, I think, probably like sensibilities to pacing of the episode, I'm much more in tune with now than I am with the old ones.
I like New Who because the doctors are crazy and just goofy.
It would have to be Classic because of the 7th Doctor.
The old ones are kind of a treat, right, in their own right, but new ones, yeah, definitely easier to watch them, for sure.
Favourite serial is Remembrance of the Daleks because it's brilliant.
It must be Blink or Heaven Sent, one of those two. They're really nice. Although, even if they're quite opposite to each other, one is very Dr. Light, one is extremely Dr. Heavy, both are great episodes. Kudos to Stephen Moffat.
Ooh, I think maybe I'm gonna go with Girl in the Fireplace. That one is special to me. It was like my intro. It's among either the very first or the second Doctor Who episode I ever watched.
My most favorite episode is where Amy Pond dies, but she really doesn't die. And then one of my favorite parts in the second episode that goes with that is the part where they're wearing the top hat, and then Amy kicks it, and then River shoots it with the thing. And it's like, why'd you do that?
Least favorite, 100% the Web Planet. My god, that was hard to watch.
Web Planet just goes on for so long. Why?
Love and Monsters. Obvious reasons, I think.
My least favorite episode is when Rory dies. I don't like that part. Because then we know in the future the TARDIS is going to be destroyed.
Least favourite serial would be The Rings of Akhaten because although it's got lots of good ideas, it just doesn't seem to work. And also the Doctor Who TV movie for killing off the 7th Doctor. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor. Go for it.
Jodie Whittaker, I love it.
I love it. I'm on board.
Who doesn't love her?
I think it's a great idea.
I'm so happy because she's a girl, and dude, it hasn't been a girl in 1,000 years.
I wasn't expecting it so soon after Capaldi, but I knew it was inevitable.
The other day I was out with Tracy from America's Daughter, my girl, and we saw someone on the street, and it was just an old dude, and he was just brushing his sleeve like that, and she said, "That guy looks like the Doctor." And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Oh, he looks like he's just finished saving the world and he's brushing the rubble off his suit." So the fact that she's just identifying a random stranger who's just an old dude as someone special like the Doctor, it's really time we got a woman, and maybe some people of color eventually, who's next, would be so cool,
What would I most like to see in the new series? I would like to see the return of the Candyman and also the 7th Doctor. That would be brilliant.
I've always been a big fan of the Bad Wolf arc. Something that is in the background, you don't quite see it, and all of a sudden everything makes sense and falls into place. And if you're very observant, you might spot a hint somewhere within the season. I despise the crack, for example. This was so in the face that I was annoyed by it, to be honest.
I like the pseudo-historicals and historicals, so I'd be pretty pleased with shows that are like that, I think.
A boy companion, or a girl companion with a girl, or a boy with a boy companion.
Okay.
Mix it up with the companions.
Yeah.
adding on to this new Doctor, I'd love to see what this new TARDIS team could do.
What would be good would be if they could pull someone from history and maybe travel like one trip. They did that in the past in Classic Who, and again, as I said, I've only seen some Classic Who, right? But it was neat. It was really neat.
I'm also hearing we might get Sontarans, Daleks, K9 ? So that'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see the Sontarans back.
Which are your favorite and least favorite episodes of Who Back When? Quite simple. It's always when huge amounts of alcohol are involved. I really love them.
Actually, my favorite episode was the bloopers from when you guys were all totally wasted.
Planet of the Dead was very, very funny, as was Victory of the Daleks. Thank you, Churchy.
Sorry if that's weird. It's kind of hilarious listening to you guys just like make mistakes while being drunk. It's funny.
My least favourite episode, I don't really have one, but I thought your ratings of the Web Planet were really mean, because I think it's a brilliant, brilliant story. And I thought your ratings of Vincent and the Doctor were a bit too generous, because apart from the giant chicken, it is rubbish.
I love you guys.
I would very much like to see a live Who Back When show somewhere, somehow.
Congratulations, and go on for the next 200 episodes. I will be joining you and be with you.
So thank you again so much for making such a wonderful podcast and bringing happiness and joy to Doctor Who fans everywhere.
Again, thanks so much for bringing us 200 episodes of this fantastic show.
I just want to say to all of you folks behind the mic, congratulations, great job, keep it up, and here's to another 200 more. Ta-ta for now.
Bye-bye.
Keep on podcasting. I'm a very big fan. Thank you. Goodbye.
PCO.
Okay.
Wait,
No.
we forgot it. 3,
Okay.
2, 1,
go.
Yeah!
I'll see you at number 300, but for now, I think I'm landing. Yeah. I wonder where we are. Excuse me while I'll catch you later. Bye. No, not today. Thank you though. I think I'll be upgraded another day. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, the next section is also listener contributed. These are questions from podcast land.
So Eki writes.
Well, he filmed.
He filmed.
He sent us a video.
Is Eki short for Eki for dang new one? just wondered.
I got the reference. I got it.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on, Eki.
Just roll the VT.
Okay.
Freeform questions. I just have two. What do you all do for a living? What is your profession? What do you do when you're not recording Who Back When? And the second question is quite similar. Where have you met?
So what do we all do for a living?
Well, I'm a beauty therapist.
I'm a publisher.
I'm a copy editor.
And I have an office job related to the publishing industry.
But we all met through publishing on our masters. We did a masters in when? Circa
2008-9.
Oh, Jesus.
A decade ago, nearly.
It will be, yeah.
Will be.
9 years ago, yeah.
About half of this time we've spent reviewing Doctor Who.
Yes.
We put so much less work into that masters than we have this podcast.
Oh my god, absolutely.
That's so true. Yes, anyway, that's how
and we also did a Star Trek fan film.
Not we.
I was pointing at Nick.
I was not involved in the Star Trek fan film.
Oh, I figured
we weren't cool enough.
I feel let's bring some sci-fi into this. Okay.
We weren't foreign, nor did we smoke.
No, that was it.
I'm not foreign,
He
nor
just
do I
called you a
smoke.
foreigner. He just called you a foreigner.
And a smoker. I'm offended on both accounts. There is actually a video of me hitting the Rawmeister because he smokes.
Yes, there is.
Oh! That was amazing.
We watched that the other day, though. Me and Jim were a bit.
Did you?
We come back from the pub and we weren't ready for bed, and we were like, "Oh, okay, let's put it on." And we watched all of it.
I'm finally hitting the big time.
And what did Jim
Double
think?
digits.
I think your production values have definitely improved.
Yeah.
That's because we got a new phone.
All about the technology.
This episode of Who Back When is brought to you by Pixel 2.
Literally.
Yes.
Well, hopefully that goes some way to answering your question, Eki.
Yeah. Next question comes from Tracy from America's Daughter.
Oh.
Who's your favorite doctor?
Who's your favorite doctor?
Ooh.
Matt Smith.
Troughton.
I'm going to stick with Smith.
Tom Baker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice spread.
Tracy from America's Daughter would also like to know...
Would you rather be a donkey, or would you rather be a camel?
Oh, shit.
Camel.
I think donkey.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, fun fact.
But with a camel, you're guaranteed to have viable reproducing
don't
offspring.
drink.
You might have a mule if you're a donkey, and then your legacy is ruined.
I just like having humps.
That's a strong argument.
It's a strong.
But you get to bring joy to children on beaches.
Camel's a ship of the desert. You get to bring life to people.
But they spit and they're really ugly.
Whoa! Come on.
Way to bring the judgment.
So shallow.
Sorry.
I didn't answer a question that you asked earlier, which is what's your biggest regret?
Oh, I'm sorry.
My biggest regret is whenever I swear and whenever I get something wrong. Matt Smith is from Northampton. And whenever
Where did you think he was from?
Leicester or Nottingham, somewhere in the Midlands. And
That is basically the same place.
Ooh.
Wow. All right.
Wait, I don't
All the
actually
opprobrium
know.
shifts to you.
Where is Northampton?
Well, quite. It's near
Northamptonshire.
Leicester.
It's north of Southampton.
Is it in the bum bit?
In the bum
In the bump.
And
Being
the
asked
focus goes over here.
I mean the arse end of the country.
Yeah.
Been asked that
Because
question
I
before.
don't know what's in that bit.
It's more towards Wales.
Oh, that bit. I don't know that bit either, really.
The Midlands.
Up
It's the
and down.
Midlands. It's up and down, not side to side or back in time.
Okay, my biggest regret is now making this happen.
Oh.
That's mean.
Okie dokie. Next on my list, this is a completely organic and natural segue. Merchandise!
You can buy all of this from retailers.
You like this t-shirt? You asked, we answered. Well, some of you asked. There are now Who Back When t-shirts. In fact, picture the Who Back When logo, also a cool, I say, Ant-Man Zarbi logo, also a design of the face of Bo meeting the head from Zardoz. You can take those logos and you can pop them on t-shirts, you can pop them on your laptop, on your bags, on everything.
I actually bought the burgundy one. Burgundy one is sick, yeah.
With the round logo?
Yeah, with the round logo.
I got one of those coming my way as well.
Every other thing Nick said is quotable and now on a t-shirt.
Just listen. You're just watching a person living out his dream.
Here is the URL. Go to redbubble.com. Actually, fuck it. Go to whobackwhen.com/shop. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That fuck it is because that doesn't exist right now.
Yeah.
And so Leon needs to make it.
It will by the time you see this or hear it. Yeah. The website has been evolving, regenerating, one might say. There is now not only a whole host of podcast episodes, there's also a blog, or let's call it, euphemistically, the article archives. And some of the people, some of the wonderful Whovians that we just heard from have, in fact, contributed, are now regular contributors. So go and check that out. And if you want to contribute to the article archives yourself, if you are a Whovian scribe, then please send us your stuff. There's a whole FAQ for, the frequently asked questions by potential contributors, which actually leads me to the next point on my list.
Teach him how to say goodbye.
Oh, this is me.
This is you.
Oh, I was gonna cry.
Unfortunately,
The ukulele is going.
Unfortunately, sort of accompanying this very joyous occasion of the 200th episode is a very tragic moment because one of us is stepping away from the podcast. Nick, you're going.
I am.
Farewell.
It's been great, actually. Obviously, an untold amount of hours. but no, it's been great. It's been good to get to know you guys better and through the medium of Who, as well as all our listeners. But, you know, I'll still be around. I'll still be
Will you join us for the occasional...
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you were not part of the Who Back Wedding Minutes. And I
no,
feel like
that was
that's
deeply upsetting.
I feel like that's something we need to do again. And
I feel like I rock that shit.
You would be awesome at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not. But the willing, I'd be very willing.
You'd be mean at it, though.
I'd be
I would
so
never
mean.
have got to a minute if you were there. Like,
not at
hesitation.
Yeah.
My partner was definitely, she's like, why are you so angry? I'm like, I don't know.
Because of repetition of the. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, we're going to have to practice. We'll come back, we'll do some things. But, you know, gone, but not necessarily forgotten. I'll be around.
No, we won't forget you.
There'll be mini reviews, there'll be things.
I mean, we'll obviously stop hanging out with you outside of the podcast.
That makes sense.
No,
That's fair.
Really sorry to see you go. And, yeah.
But thank you all.
Thank you.
To our erstwhile co-host.
Oh, that's a nice.
So as a consequence, there will be... I should actually preface this by saying thank you everyone who sent in mini reviews for The Time Warrior, which is the next Classic Who review in line. There will be a little break in Classic Who reviews while we figure things out.
Don't worry. Flapjack buys a microphone.
Spoilers. That might happen. We'll see. But there'll be a little break, and in the meantime, I guess we'll do New Who reviews every other week, and yeah, that kind of covers the next point in my thing. Plans for the future, part 2.
Well, no, it doesn't, because what are you going to do with all these extra hours per week?
Oh,
I'm going to plan a wedding. That's it.
His own wedding, we should say.
I'm actually going to
changing career.
Go to whobackwen.com/your happy day. No, yeah, I'm getting married this year, and it turns out it's a lot of work. No, I'm twice.
First I've
having
ever
two wedding days. So yeah, it's a lot.
To the same woman.
Nick is a bigamist.
Yeah. So that's what I'll be doing with my time.
Cool.
So after the wedding?
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah,
I'll be back maybe.
Yeah, bye. Heard it here first.
No pressure.
Until we both move to Whitney, but
Oh yeah, that's.
We can take the podcast to Whitney. It's not that far.
Yes.
yeah, on tour, the first in our worldwide trek.
Whitney, Paris, Tokyo.
Not Whitney next up the world.
Today, Whitney, tomorrow the world.
Yeah.
That's sort of it on the list. 200 episodes. 200 episodes.
That's amazing. That's a very...
So, this is not really a thing. But we've never... So, we occasionally check the stats as all podcasts do, and you look at sort of who people are seeing, and, you know. So, we've always had this giant chunk of Japanese listeners.
Where are you?
And none of them have ever written in.
And why?
No. Not why. It's great content.
Well,
but
I mean, is Doctor Who... You were in Japan quite recently.
No, it's all right.
Is Doctor Who a thing
it's
there?
relatively... I mean, like everywhere in the world, it's pervasive and it's there.
Because it is a significant portion of our listenership.
Yeah.
It's like 15% or something.
Something crazy.
And 15%.
Like hundreds of people, and I just want one of you to write in.
Yeah.
So here's an
that would be
appeal.
great.
Just to know what that's like. That's not to denigrate all the other people around the world that write in. Thank you very much.
We're getting to the end of the 200th episode. There's a long road ahead as well.
How far are we?
How many?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Well, so to figure it out.
Well, we said on the 100th episode, what were we? 4 years off?
I'm getting the list.
Quick sake.
Oh, in how many years?
Years.
Who back when it'll take to catch up?
Yeah, 3.
7.
I think still 4 somehow. We've got nowhere.
I think 2021.
Yeah, maybe. So, so we have done roughly 140 story reviews, right? There are 275 stories. I just looked it up. 275. We've done 140 of them. We are.
You got audio who's and bonus episodes.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
This is a bonus
60
episode.
bonus episodes.
Well, 40.
People want to hear more audiobook reviews. I mean, we might do it in the future, but we might also not. We'll see. Let's not exclude the possibility. Yeah, so maybe 21. Maybe 2021.
2021.
That feels realistic.
That feels right.
But by then there are going to be 30, 40 more stories. I would put money on 2025. Money.
How much?
Yes, let's do this.
But wait. He's also in a position to
influence it.
Exactly. And
is he though?
I'm busy.
Nothing without me. Nothing.
I like that we'd be really close to finishing and he'd be like, let's just take our time.
Details about a gentlemanly bet to follow.
Yes, a real gentlemanly bet this time.
As opposed to that other one that caused a kerfuffle. I can tell you off screen.
Oh, okay.
Talk about regrets.
Oh yeah.
Someone had to give someone a hand job.
No. What? Did you believe that for a second?
I'm interested how it got that far.
Thank you very much to everyone for fantastic reviews, fantastic good fun, and a fantastic excuse to just hang out and shoot the shit. Yeah. I love you guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry to see you go.
Okay.
I love Michael Ridgway too.
Our next episodes, shall we do this? Our next New Who reviews. Our next reviews are going to be New Who reviews. They are The Pandorica Opens and The Big Bang!
But not The Big Bang Theory. Those people could fucking eat a dick.
Yeah. And Young Sheldon. Cancel that shit now.
Refuse to watch. Next
We're
classic.
destroying that teenager's life.
Wait,
Sorry.
are they doing a prequel to the...
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's clearly going to be...
heard of that.
You know that kid is going to go down the same route as the kid who played young Anakin. Like when he's a teenager or like 20-something, he's going to be hated by the world.
Oh, you mean later? He's going to be hated later. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really sorry if the guy who played young Anakin is watching us right now.
I thought he was hated on release.
Get away from all this Star Wars hate.
Okay, yeah. Next classic, Time Warrior. Bear with us. Next audio, just kidding. And in the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter and you can like us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, etc. /whobackwhen. I'm sure you can find us. Until the next time, thank you so much. You've been a lovely audience.
Wait!
Oh,
wait!
I have something.
Yes, he does.
Oh, you do! Oh, special.
I present this to Nick. This is final act for now.
I hate cake, people.
Good thing it's not cake.
So, this is Truce for Catcher coming at you with a lovely 200 in olives and tomatoes.
Well done.
Thank you very much, Drew.
Super delicious.
And we're going to eat the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
And much as watching us eat it would be a porn fetish niche, we're going to do it off camera.
Okay, yeah.
Roger.
Oh, it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Ciao, everyone.
Ciao.
Ciao. Oh man, I don't think I can stand sifting the best 250 words out of that 7,000 word mini review.
So what do you want to do instead?
I don't know, watch a classic serial?
Yeah, okay. Enter Destruction?
Nope.
It's a classic.
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
Shada.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Hey, what's that in the corner? The bottom right.
Ooh, that looks like an Easter egg. Well spotted, man. Let's check it out.
Sweet.
Holy smokes. That is Kyle Rath.
The wrestler in the old Navy shirt off to tailgate before the ball game is Kyle Rath.
Yeah.
Our Kyle Rath.
Yep, that's me.
What?
What?
He's so vain.
I bet he thinks this video's about him.
Yes, I do.
What, he also has a wide range of facial expressions.
Yep, and this.
Wow, that shit's all over my Matt Smith impression.
How does he know everything we're going to say?
No idea.
Non sequitur alert. Here's my shopping list for today's picnic.
Okay.
Hummus, radishes, Neurogel.
Are you going to read out the whole thing?
Sorry.
Hey, Kyle.
Yep.
You know the Who Back When blog?
Yep.
Have you ever written for it?
I'm a contributor.
He's got his own column and everything.
Yep.
Nice. This might actually have something to do with Doctor Who.
Quite possibly.
I mean, with that imposing wrestler physique of his, I figured this might just be about how he scores with 4 babes every single day of the week.
5, actually. Daylight savings.
Behave, chaps.
I'm married, leave me out there.
Kyle.
Yep.
Is that an adult swing set in the background?
It's not what you think it is.
What's your favourite Avril Lavigne song?
Complicated.
Oh, yeah! Why'd you have to go and make things?
Very complicated.
Who's on the words?
I still want to know how he picks up all these ladies. Kyle, what's your favourite chat-up line?
Well, you see, people assume that time zones are a strict progression of hourly increments. But actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like the Earth is wrapped in a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Yeah, boy! My favourite chat-up line is, I want to get my hands on all your lovely vibranium. But by the end of your line, you've probably lost your chance.
Yeah, it got away from me, yeah.
One way to impress a lady is to show her that you're a good listener.
Well, I can hear you.
Okay, I suppose that's a start.
Know everything you're going to say.
Oh, that gives me the shivers. I'd definitely be halfway to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, ditto.
Well, listen, what matters is in the phone box.
He surely means the TARDIS in the back garden. FYI, ladies and gentlemen of podcast land, you can find videos of how to build a TARDIS on our website, whobackwhen.com, and also on our YouTube channel.
Nice, good branding. So I'm doing a cryptic crossword. The clue is poetic name for TARDISes 8275. It's a big crossword.
Gateways to another world.
Hot.
You didn't mean L'Origine du Monde.
Sorry, crosswords are just so sexy.
Well, only when you read them.
So, what are Canadian women like?
The Lonely Galleons, they used to be called.
Okay, weird.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
What do you think of the Edge of Destruction?
Boring as hell, if you ask me.
If I hear any more language like that from you, young man, you're in for a jolly good smack bottom.
Name this actor.
Sam?
This is getting stranger and stranger. What is this Easter egg trying to tell us?
The blue box. I've got to look inside.
I guess he wants us to take the TARDIS across the pond.
Yep.
What TARDIS?
This TARDIS!
What?
Yep.
Why do you need our help?
I'm coming.
Wait, what now?
I'm coming. Fast.
I'm not sure I'm okay with this.
Faster than you think.
Do you want to try a different DVD? I think there's something wrong with your copy of Shazam.
Good luck.
So shall we just travel back in time and stop this from ever happening?
Yeah, and we can finally watch The Edge of Destruction.
Destruction, but yeah.
Oh yeah!
We asked to sift the best 250 words out of that 7,000 word maxi review.
Okay, so what do you want to do instead?
I don't know. Watch a classic serial?
Yeah, okay.
Shada.
I don't know. It's got 70s Tom Baker.
Yeah.
It's got old, new Tom Baker. Parts of it are animated.
Yeah.
It sounds like the continuity will be all over the place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. How about Edge of Destruction?
Let's!
And scene.
Continuity!